I could feel thousands of insects crawling over my body, crawling over my eyes, their mandibles biting deeply into my flesh. My organs screamed, poison, liquefying, dripping out of my body. The chains gripped my arms so tight as to rend the bones, twist them like Ouroboros. My jaw dislocated, my tongue splitting, lashing in each direction. All the while, the face of the sixth beast stared dispassionately at me, towering over me like the Colossus, yet always staring right into my own face. As my skin burned and spikes of shadow pierced through my very being, I felt nothing from that staring empty void. The Dream Eater did not hate me, did not feel anything towards me. It had found me unguarded and weak in the dreaming, and now sought to do what it was born to do. It would eat me from within mine own mind. I tried with all my might to fight against the chains that held me, but my mind was so weak, broken apart. The sixth beast spoke to me as it tore at me, spoke to me not with contempt, but with an understanding. I could not slaughter it, as I did its brothers. I could not cast it out. It had no body, no form that could be butchered. It was thought-given form, a terror from which there is no escape. It raised its long, slender arm, and a sea of biting beetles fled back into the void. Whatever shape of myself that was in this dream must have been quite horrific to behold, shattered bone and seeping blood all congealed. A single, cruel finger drew a line across the void and split it open, revealing a sea of screaming memories, the deafening roar of my life's experience now unveiled. I saw my childhood, the passing away of my mother and father, my years of service to the far kingdom. I saw war and heartache. I saw my wife, and one by one, the Dream Eater turned out the lights of my memories, absorbed them into the dark shape of its body. The sixth beast was feasting not only on dreams, but on memories, on everything that was in my mind and soul. I could feel it all slipping away, my own twisted form growing older, frailer. At last it reached my wife, and the sixth beast halted. It drew back its arm, suddenly incapable. It stared again at me, with all its dispassion. With its finger like a spider's leg, it reached to my form and cut open my chest. My heart was still beating, still as bold and strong as it had always been. I looked up at the sixth beast with my broken eyes, and I told it that even if it should feast on my memories of her, I kept my wife not in my mind, but in my heart. Even if I lost everything of her, she would still be there, deep within. With faceless, cold efficiency, the sixth beast reached at my heart, but was cast away, unable to go beyond its domain. I felt my arms break the chains of thought that held me down, felt my strength returning, my thoughts flooding back. I had so little strength left, but I had given doubt to the Dream Eater, and it was enough to challenge it. The Dream Eater set my mind ablaze, and I stood tall and strong against it. It screamed in the voice of 1,000 dying children. It made itself as tall and fierce as it could, its body as obsidian, black as the last night of the earth. But I would have none of it. It had been so close to beating me, but it had not counted that my heart and soul were stronger than mere thought. The Dream Eater asked me if I was going to kill it. I knew that I could not, that it was impossible to slaughter such a creature. But I would cast it from my mind, never let it back in, and leave it with doubt. Doubt that it could feast on minds any more, doubt that it could consume memories with abandon. I felt my eyes open, and again I was adrift at sea. The Dream Eater had lured me into its trap, waiting till I was weakest. But even at my weakest, I knew that I had the strength to overcome such an opponent. What is a dream, after all, but an untamed thought? The sixth beast was defeated. A pang of fear shot through my spine. If the sixth beast had been so terrorizing, and what horrors would be wrought by the seventh